My stream crash. Am I still live, Fumo? Back. Then my stream crashed again. This really is a bad day. I think I'm gonna close World of Warcraft after this. That's kinda causing some problems today, I think. Ooh, we have the Worgen as one of the 3 remaining marvels here. I think the Worgen officially won there because they entered. The Worgen won. So that's the result of the first run. I'm gonna shut down World of Warcraft real quick. That might help. So then I'm also gonna... Okay, OBS crashed again. Am I still live? Yes. Okay, okay, I can work in OBS again. I'm gonna change some streaming stuff here. And let's see, we have 1 point for the war. So we are now... Let's do a random track, just like that. Let's see who will win this time. First place, we have the Pandaren at the moment, but this first place is a shallow one. Can change quite quickly as it goes. Sometimes with these features, the first place is also not so easy to decide. But the Dwarf and Mechanome are close by. The Dwarf got thrown out by the Mechanome. Is that... Can you believe that? Oh, we have the Mechanome in first place. I really don't want to play a Gnome as my main tank. Please, no Mechanome, no Gnome. We need someone else to win this. Okay, we have a Pandaren in first place. That is a good one. Can work with that. Pandaren, Night Elf, and Human are fighting for first place. And the Night Elf somewhat overtook them. There's the Night Elf leading the field right now. Not leading the field anymore. We've got the Human now, and this is a bumbly road. I can't easily gain momentum and get an advantage on the other ones. But the Human won. We have 1 point for the Human, 1 point for the Worgen. And who will join them in the final race? We will find out in a moment. After finishing this race and starting the last one. We've got the human. So let's do another random track. See how it goes. Why do we have no audio here? At least I can not hear anything. Which is weird. Let's start the race. First place, we have the Void Elf right now. But I can imagine that will change sometime soon. Although the Void Elf is doing quite well at the moment. It's incredible. But others are gaining momentum. And of course the Mechanome, my fearsome foe, is close by as well. But will the Worgen get another place in the final run? That would be an interesting advantage for them. The Dark Iron Dwarf overtook the Worgen. But at this point in the race, everything is possible. And that unfortunately means Gnome and Mechanome are also possible. But the Dark Iron Dwarf is first, I think. Officially and unofficially. Let's see if it stays that way. Because in this, like, spiral, it's always a bit hard to see who's actually the very first, even especially if the race is divided in two groups. Oh, that's easy again. The Dark Iron Dwarf is first, followed by the Worgen, Gnome, and Kultiran. Only a few actually got into that one line. That's interesting. Dark Iron Dwarf is really dominating this race, but the Kultiran is close by with a mad sprint they took there. Close race for both of them. And the Kultiran kinda managed to wiggle through better. And managed to keep the first place, but was overtook by the Earthen right now. Earthen would definitely be an interesting choice for a new class and race. And the Earthen won. So we have our final on the race run, which will be between human, Worgen, and Earthen. Oh, there's music. I didn't want to do that, I wanted to go here. So, human, Worgen, and Earthen in the last run. Let's decide on random. I'm gonna close my eyes. And let's see. Buckshot. This could turn out any way, I think. Could get interesting. We have our three races who will decide which race my new tank character will be of. At the moment, the Earthen is in the lead and took a bit of a shortcut down. creating a huge distance between them and human and Worgen, but the human dropped down, the Worgen is also close by. The Orphan is gaining momentum. But I'd say still a head-on-head run. The human is out, so not everyone gets thrown out. Human is definitely out of the run for my new race. Will the Worgen or the Earth win? Winner is the Earthen by a very slim margin, I think. Too bad we can't see the the times. But I think they pretty much nearly hit the target at the same time. But it's decided that it's gonna be the Earthen. And unfortunately I closed down World of Warcraft, so I can't look which classes Earthen can be. Let's see now. Which classes can Earthen be? Let me take a real quick look. There we have it. What do we have for tank classes? We have the Monk. We also have the Paladin. And we have the Warrior. Those are the three tank classes an Earthen can be. I would like to do multiple runs here as well. Do we take multiple of each class to make it more interesting, or do we take like 3-4 runs with these and count to... Okay, multiple classes. How many of each class? 2, 3, 4. Three of it, each class. Yeah, that sounds good. And let's enter some more. These will be monks as well. And we have Paladin and Paladin. Then we have Warrior and Warrior. And then to make it a neat count of 10, we have Kumo decides. Let's see, another random stage that we hopefully didn't have yet. House of Pain. Okay, let me... It's not there. And let's go with 10 bots in the House of Pain. Kumo decides is in first place right now. Let's start. Monk is first. Monks really know how to weave their way through obstacles. But one monk in first, overtook by a paladin, which was overtook by another paladin. And now we actually have the warrior in first place. This could get interesting. There's actually quite some distance between not any more of them. The monk really weaved through there. Got through that obstacle in a really neat way. How is the monk managing to get through there so easily? The warrior would have been thrown out if it wasn't for the glass ceiling. And now the monk is also losing out, but it's still on a good track. We have a paladin in first place now. Paladin got through the fence, so there's a high chance they will win. Nothing untold is gonna happen. And we have our first winner, the paladin. And second place is paladin as well, but that is not that important. That monk is kinda stuck there. How did they do that? I wish I could have seen that happening. That is crazy. How did that monk actually manage to get stuck there? Alright, we have a paladin in first place here. Let's do a random track. And see who will win this time. Interesting idea with the water flowing. At the moment the warriors first in place. I guess warriors and monks and Fumo can swim better than paladins. Oh no, the paladin has reached the waterfall first. But the warriors close by. And now more and more come dropping down. The paladin has veered a bit off course. And was overtook by a warrior, 2 monks and 2 more decides. Oh, we have invisible... close to invisible obstacles here. But the warriors managing to get through kinda well. Oh, that was a bad hit into the wrong direction. But also a blessing in disguise because it got through that big field of obstacles quite easily there. So we're still in first place. Oh, this could be an interesting take on the finish line. Now, I don't know how this is going to end. This could end with the warrior winning or getting drowned in the whirlpool. At the moment, the warrior has 2 chances here. And the warrior won. But that's an interesting end goal. Also, there's fire coming. Warrior took all 3 places up front. That is really a win for the warrior. I guess with that we have proved that warriors can swim the best. And Fumo is kinda stuck there and killed by fire. Sorry, Fumo. Okay, we have Paladin and Warrior. Now, let's see with another random track. And let's go. Paladin in first place again, but closely followed by another Paladin. And now the monks and everyone else are also quite close by. But the Paladin can keep the lead right now. Always good if you've got a bro at your back holding the others back. So having a Paladin in lead and at second place is kinda good. It's like you're driving the Formula 1 and the other driver of your company is on second place while you're on first place. So you can be pretty sure that first place is guarded, or that your place is a bit guarded. House Fumo decides first, probably because of the distance to the goal. But now the Warrior overtook. It is kinda messy on this race, though. And sometimes hard to say who really is first, but this is not hard to say. It's the Warrior at the moment. Paladin, Monk, and Monk are close by as well, gaining speed, gaining distance, or losing distance, I think, or more better explanation or description. So the Warrior was overtook by the Monk, and another Monk is just jumping through there like there was never any obstacle in the first place. So we have our lineup for the final, which is Paladin, Warrior, Monk. I really did not expect that lineup for the final. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Alright, let's go to the race menu. Now we have the lineup, which was pretty much what we started with. The ideas. Okay. Let's randomize a bit and then Fumo can decide a new stage. Or if someone else here wants to decide on a stage, they can also do that. The one in the lower left corner's love is in the air. That is not possible to be read. I think the ones I haven't had played so far are Gurk's Splashtastic Sea Venture, Hop, Skip and Jump, Haunted Hills, Hard Landing, Laboratory, Longshot, Marvel Adventure, and Love is in the Air. So maybe one of those, Fumo? Those? Yeah. Long shot. All right. Let's see how this will be. We have our 3 racers ready. And right now Paladin is in first place, but the monk overtook him. And this really is a long shot. It's kinda hard to gain momentum here, but the warrior is in first place now. They really know how to run and jump. And now it's getting interesting, because usually the monk knows how to weave through obstacles easily. But it's kinda in the back right now. Paladin and warrior are pretty close by to each other. And every little change can decide who's in first and who's in second. Right now the Paladin was leading by a bit, but then the warrior overtook him. Fortunately, the warrior got stuck again, and Paladin gained momentum, distance, but Paladin drove into an obstacle, which makes it hard to keep your momentum. Now the Paladin destroyed one of the red balls. It is still on a pretty good pace towards the finish line. Warrior and monk are somewhat close by, but also at quite a bit of a distance. So let's see how this part of the course goes. Ah, okay, this really is a long shot. So it's decided on who lies the furthest. The warrior kinda lost momentum somewhere, and the monk also did something very weird there. And so we have the Paladin as the ultimate winner. Which means my new tank character will be an Earthen Paladin. Also, that splash is a heart. Nice. But I will create that Paladin in another stream, because I kinda don't want to start up World of Warcraft again and have the stream crash again on me. So this is where I'm gonna stop for the night. I hope you all had fun. I enjoyed this very much. And I'll be back tomorrow with some Stellar Blade and obviously Limbus Company up front. But tomorrow will be a bit of a shorter stream because I need to get up early on Monday for work. So it will be Limbus Company and Not a crazy amount of time in Stellar Blade, but a bit. So have a good night or day wherever you might be, and see you tomorrow. Bye.